You hurt?
I mean, my ego's a little bruised.
After years of rumors about a sequel for Netflix's The Gray Man, we're finally getting some updates on the much-awaited release of The Gray Man 2 and the spin-off. Directed by Joe and Anthony Russo and based on Mark Greaney's novels, The Gray Man is an international action thriller featuring Ryan Gosling as Sierra 6, the main hero. In the first movie, 6 is chased by a crazy killer, Lloyd Hanson, played by Chris Evans, and his own agency after he uncovers some serious corruption within the CIA. It's pretty clear that The Gray Man is shaping up to be Netflix's next big action movie franchise, and the first film kicked things off with a bang. The Russo brothers, along with their screenwriting team Stephen McFeely and Christopher Markus, have plenty of Mark Greaney's novels to draw from, making the world of lies, deceit, and violence in The Gray Man ideal for a long-running series. Although it's been a while without much news, Joe Russo has finally given fans a bit of hope for The Gray Man 2. First of all, The Gray Man 2 is officially in the works. Although Netflix hasn't said much about a sequel, Joe Russo confirmed in April 2024 that things are happening behind the scenes. While The Gray Man 2 isn't an official project just yet, Russo mentioned that they're working on a story that could fit well for the Netflix sequel. Once they nail down the story, it could very well turn into a full-scale project. I can't get too specific about where we see the character going in the next movie because it's so early days, but we designed a big ensemble in this film because we love ensemble storytelling, Anthony Russo told Tudum ahead of the sequel's announcement. Having a bunch of interesting characters creates a lot of possibilities in terms of where you're going to go in future storytelling, because there's so many compelling characters played by so many compelling actors, and they're all worth further exploration. In a recent interview with Games Radar, Joe Russo shares a new update on The Gray Man 2, confirming that the project is still in active development. According to the filmmaker, they're still trying to figure out exactly where to take the story and Gosling's character. Check out Russo's full comment. We're developing concepts we think are the right direction to take the character in, and so we are working on that at the moment. I mean, you're juggling like 14 things at the same time, so you have to apportion your time correctly to each one of them. When it comes to the cast of The Gray Man 2, it's going to be a big deal. The first movie was made with a massive budget of around $200 million, making it one of Netflix's most expensive original films. A significant part of that budget likely went into bringing together such an impressive cast. So, it's natural to wonder who will be returning. The big question on everyone's mind: will Ryan Gosling be back? Okay, so it's a spy action. Deaths are obviously going to happen in The Gray Man, but there's a good chance some of the cast from the first movie could return for the sequel. Ryan Gosling's Sierra 6 as the main hero will probably be back, along with the CIA villains played by Regé-Jean Page and Jessica Henwick. Ana de Armas' character, Danny Miranda, and Julia Butters' Claire are also likely to return. And who knows, we might even see Chris Evans' Lloyd Hanson and Billy Bob Thornton's Fitzroy again if they go with flashbacks or a prequel storyline for The Gray Man 2. As for the story in The Gray Man 2, it looks like 6 and Claire will be on the run. The shadowy government group within the CIA that was revealed in the first movie isn't taken down by Sierra 6, so it's likely that the bad guys will keep coming after him. 6 managed to break himself and Claire out of confinement and escape from Brewer and Carmichael at the end of the first movie, setting the stage for what's next. It's possible that 6 might have to train Claire to be a Gray Man to help them both survive, while Danny could decide to fight her corrupt bosses from within the CIA. There are plenty of storylines to explore if The Gray Man 2 happens. There's plenty of material to keep the Gray Man franchise going. Mark Greaney has written 13 novels featuring Sierra 6, the Gray Man, and the latest being The Chaos Agent. The next movie will probably adapt Book 2 On Target, where Court Gentry, aka the Gray Man, returns and is once again on the run from both old friends and foes. 4 years ago, Gentry was betrayed by his CIA handlers. Now, an old ally, Russian arms dealer Sidorenko, forces him into a mission against his will to assassinate Sudan's President Aboud, who is believed to be responsible for the Darfur genocide. But the CIA has its own agenda for Aboud. With dangerous employers on one side, blackmailing former friends on the other, and a risky mission ahead, Gentry will do whatever it takes just to survive. On Target is just as thrilling and addictive as The Gray Man and is once again expertly narrated by Jay Snyder, making it a must-read for thriller enthusiasts. There's also a separate spin-off film in the works for The Gray Man, written by Paul Wernick and Rhett Reese, the team behind Deadpool and Zombieland. This spin-off will explore a different aspect of the Gray Man universe, though details about the plot are still under wraps. There's no word yet on whether Ana de Armas, Billy Bob Thornton, or Regé-Jean Page will be returning for this project. These projects might take a while to hit the screens, but in the meantime, you can check out some great movies that are similar to The Gray Man 2, and maybe even a bit better. One standout is The Nice Guys. Though it's often underrated, this action comedy is a blast. Starring Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe, it follows two Los Angeles private eyes in the 70s who find themselves in over their heads with their latest case. They team up to unravel the mystery of a missing girl and the strange death of a porn star. While it's a bit different in genre from The Gray Man and has its own unique style, The Nice Guys is definitely worth watching if you're looking for something in the spy and action realm. Another great pick is Heat. It is a must-see crime thriller, directed by Michael Mann, and stars Robert De Niro and Al Pacino in unforgettable roles. The film showcases their intense cat-and-mouse game, with De Niro playing a criminal mastermind and Pacino as the determined police lieutenant trying to catch him. The dynamic between the two is top-notch, featuring tense and emotionally charged scenes that make you care about both characters. Even Joe Russo, the director of The Gray Man, has compared the chemistry between Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans to this iconic duo from 1995. If you like Heat, then you have to check out The Departed. Starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Jack Nicholson, and Matt Damon, the film centers on Billy Costigan, an undercover cop played by DiCaprio, who's investigating the head of Boston's Irish mob. Meanwhile, Colin Sullivan, portrayed by Matt Damon, is a cop secretly working with the same mob. As the film progresses, the two men start to uncover each other's true identities, leading to intense and chaotic confrontations. The Departed is a gritty crime drama revolving around these two powerful characters. Although they don't share many scenes, the tension between them culminates in a legendary and explosive final showdown. At last, we have Nobody. Starring Bob Odenkirk from Better Call Saul and written by the creator of the John Wick series, the film follows Hutch Manziel, a former CIA assassin whose quiet life is upended when burglars break into his home. Seeking revenge, Hutch gets caught up with Russian mobsters and spirals into a chaotic mess. While it shares some similarities with John Wick, Odenkirk brings a unique flair to the role, making it a compelling watch even if it could have seemed too intense for him. Well, that's it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you never miss an update from us. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.